My name is Trevor Nuttall. That is spelled Trevornuttall. I'm an emergency management major at Utah Valley University. I'm here to talk to you about how to be properly prepared for a disaster. The first thing you would want to address is having a plan of what to do in case of a catastrophic event. Your plan should include such things as knowing where to meet up with your family or group, the responsibilities of each person in that group, means of communication. It is suggested to set up multiple pathways and be able to have contact with an outside source that's not in the affected area. And also you want to plan for obstacles that you may encounter during a disaster and develop a solution for each one.
What are some of the resources you suggest obtaining while preparing for a disaster?
The major one that you want to focus on is water. It is suggested by many government agencies that you should have at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. Some special cases that you want to plan for to have more water are for children, nursing mothers, anyone who's suffering from illnesses, and also if you're in a hotter climate, your water needs can easily double. The next area that you want to focus on is having a reliable food source. You want to make sure that you have food items that are non-perishable, such as canned or freeze-dried. Make sure it will meet the dietary needs of the people in your group. Also, you want to be sure that it is something that they'll want to eat, so you're not having a bunch of people with a whole bunch of corn who can't eat corn. After that, you want to focus on tools that will help you overcome the obstacles like I addressed earlier. Some that I suggest having in a kit is a flashlight, a knife, a multi-purpose tool, rope, blankets, portable radio, extra batteries. You've got to have a first aid kit. Any medications that your group needs to function normally. Personal hygiene items, extra clothes, contact information, cell phones or radios with the chargers. Having extra cash on hand is really good, and having a map of the area. But you should account for the personal needs and modify your survival kit to accommodate each individual.
What is your biggest suggestion to people who are wanting to be prepared for disasters?
Plan for the unexpected. You have to realize that everything in a disaster situation is unpredictable, and you have to be able to adapt and change according to the situation. Like, for instance, people often prepare for a disaster and do an excellent job at doing so. And gather all the needs they have, stockpile it, and just put it all in their basement. Like, what happens if you're at work and an earthquake happens that doesn't allow you to get back to your home? All those equipment and resources that you stockpiled up are essentially useless now.
What are some disasters that we are at risk for while living in Utah?
With how diverse Utah is, it's really difficult to say. A whole bunch of environments attribute to different things. One of the big ones that you can get are earthquakes, chemical emergency, floods, illness epidemics, fires, both structure and wildland, water safety issues, winter storms, and we've also been known to get tornadoes here. Even though they are rare, we have got them before. I suggest getting to know your area and learning about the disasters you are at risk for.
Is there any way I could get more information concerning disaster preparedness?
There are many different websites online that you can get free detailed information. Red Cross has a great website. Ready.org. Ready.gov. They have a whole bunch of detailed information for any kind of disaster that you would need. FEMA, they're a great resource when you want to learn about disasters and disaster preparedness. But honestly, you can go to any search engine and type in disaster preparedness, and you'll get a myriad of different web pages filled with great information. And in closing, I would just like to reiterate the importance of establishing a plan and being prepared for the complex situations that follow a catastrophic event. Make sure your plan accommodates you and the people in your group in order to successfully endure through the disaster.